So Aaron was studying hospitality and event management at Brighton Uni. What sort of a boy was he?
Aaron was a fun-loving boy. He was the life and soul of the party. He loved to party, and he was 6 foot something, so he was called he was just a friendly giant, and everyone, well, loved him, really.
What were his plans? What did he want to do with his life?
After he'd finished university, he wanted to go travelling. He didn't really know what he wanted to do, but he was going to go travelling for a while, see where that took him.
So at the age of 22, 2 months before finishing his degree, this is the 2nd of March 2015, he dies.
Yeah.
And the first that you find out about this is his girlfriend calls you. What did she say to you?
I'd just gone into work for my shift, and his girlfriend called and said, "Oh, hi, I've got some bad news." Well, she'd gone skiing, and I just thought, this is a bit strange. And then she said, just to let you know that they found Aaron's body.
My God.
I can't even imagine what that must have been like for you.
No.
And did they know immediately what had happened?
No. They were quite sure what happened, but we couldn't confirm it until the inquest.
He was surrounded by 200 of those canisters, wasn't he?
Yes, he was, but he did live in a universal house, so...
Yeah.
Did you have any idea before this that he was taking drugs of any sort?
No idea. When he came home, he was just like normal Aaron.
Normal boy?
Yeah.
And there'd never been any run-in over anything?
No.
And did you know anything about legal highs? Had you heard that?
No, I was a bit naive, really. I didn't know they existed.
So, like most parents, if you saw that in your teenager's bedroom, you wouldn't have known what it was?
No. But I wish I did see it, then I could have, said
Done
to him...
something about it. Well, there was... Sorry.
Sorry, go on.
There was a clue when you look back in hindsight, and he had this chronic nerve pain in his leg, didn't he?
Yes, he did, yeah.
And it was when he came home to you, and you took him to the doctors and went to the hospital to get it checked out.
Yeah, he came home in February, and he said, he could hardly... one side of his leg, he could hardly walk. And I said to him, I'm going to take you up to our hospital, because we live on the Isle of Wight. And... I sat and waited, and he went in, but at his age, he didn't want me to go in with him, so I don't know what was said in there, and he come out with crutches, but he was waiting for a scan in Brighton Hospital, but he never made the scan date.
Oh, gosh.
And the chronic leg pain was as a direct result, Zoe, of his inhaling vast quantities of nitrous oxide.
Yes.
It was, yes. I think people tend to think of nitrous oxide. Most people would be familiar with it as gas and air that women in labour might use, and we kind of think of it as something quite benign, laughing
Well, also,
gas.
you think that's safe. I mean, women... I know that I did with Chesty. You inhale large quantities of that.
And in a safe, controlled environment in hospital, then it is safe to use it sporadically for very short periods. But in Aaron's case, what we've seen is somebody who's been using it much more often, much more frequently in high volumes, and likely the nerve pain, the nerve condition that he had would have been linked to a B12 deficiency, which this can cause. It can also cause iron deficiency anemia, and that can cause damage to the nerve, permanent damage to the nerves.
So during pregnancy and labour, the gas and air, so it is nitrous oxide mixed with oxygen. Is this it in its purest form? There is no oxygen in there?
Purest form. There's no oxygen. And in particular, if there are several people in a room doing it over and over, that nitrous oxide is going to build up in the air as well. And nitrous oxide kind of competes with oxygen. So the more nitrous oxide you inhale, the less space there is for oxygen.
And also, we don't know on that night in particular how much he inhaled. We just don't know the answer to that. We saw the evidence on the floor, but like you said, it could have been many other people. But the key point here is you don't necessarily have to take a lot of this substance. It can be your first hit that does it.
Yeah, that's it.
So you need to know how important that is.
That came out in the inquest. The inquest into Aaron's death found that it was caused by asphyxiation, a state or process of being deprived of oxygen as a result of the chronic use of nitrous oxide gas. Detective Inspector Mick Jones of Sussex Police said following the inquest, anyone considering using this substance in this way should think again. The effect of asphyxia through inhalation could happen on the first occasion it is used or after repeated use.